Hey guys, it's the X-Wing Pilot. So today I'm going to be doing my first episode of the Star Wars Rebels review. I will watch Rebels, I will come on here, and I will give you what I thought about the show or the episode. So I just got finished watching Season 2, Episode 2, The Lost Commanders. The gist of this episode is the Rebels are looking for a new base to be able to, regain health, ammunition, all this stuff, so they can be a better force of helping people and stopping the Empire. The problem is they don't know of any place to go. So Ahsoka sends Ezra, Kanan, the entire crew, to go find this commander that she knew in the Clone Wars. They go to find him. It turns out that it is Captain Rex, along with Gregor and Wolf. Some of our favorite clone troopers. 3 clone troopers that did not commit Order 66. A big thing through this episode was Kanan's distrust of them, because Kanan lived through the Clone Wars and he saw Order 66. And he does not trust these clones. Even at the end of this episode, he still has a major distrust for these clones, especially after what happens towards the end of the episode. By the way, this will be a spoiler. Sorry about that. But a big thing throughout the episode is Kanan's distrust of the clones, and it plays a huge part in the episode. And Ezra kind of fights for him, and he's like, we can trust them. Ahsoka told us we can trust them. And when Ahsoka sends them, she tells Kanan, you have to trust them. And basically what they do is they need coordinates to some outer rim locations to form a base, and in return they're going to help them catch this big thing, monster, to eat. Zeb is used as bait, and they successfully catch it. And it's revealed that Wolf had been receiving Ahsoka's transmissions and not giving them to Rex, and had also sent for the Empire, for the Rebels, because he was afraid of the Empire coming after them. And Rex tells him, the war's over. We've been decommissioned. We don't need to live in fear of the Empire anymore. And he says, you're right. Rex shoots the Imperial probe, but they know that the Empire is coming. And that's how the episode ends. So I really thought this was a good episode. It introduced the clones. It introduced Kanan's distrust in the clones. And a lot of story elements were thrown in there. I really liked the relationship between Ezra and Rex. And that was pretty cool. And Kanan, he explains Order 66 to Ezra and what happened. And Rex says, we did not do that. One thing I don't know, though, is even though they didn't commit Order 66, did they work with the Empire at all? I don't think they did. But there's a lot of things to hit at, like, we've been decommissioned by the Empire. Like, the Empire knows where they're at, they're not doing anything, all the clones have been decommissioned. So even the ones that did commit Order 66, that kind of threw me for a loop. And I was like, okay. But I don't think they ever worked with the Empire. I just think it's that they don't mess with the Empire. They have never been direct enemies of the Empire. They just refuse to commit Order 66. However, another good thing they explained, a lot of people get confused. A lot of people be like, aren't stormtroopers supposed to be clones? And people who don't, watch the TV shows and stuff, well, not even that. It wasn't really ever explained in Clone Wars either. It was a little bit, but a lot of people think that the stormtroopers are clones, which isn't true. After the Clone Wars, Jango Fett's DNA was stretched so much that cloning would be just too time-provoking and costly, and so the Emperor cut the cloning process and started recruiting people. That's why we have black stormtroopers and so on. And it's explained there when they explain how all clones were decommissioned and they started recruiting people for stormtroopers. And the clones, one thing I want to go over, Gregor. So we saw Gregor. Gregor was an amnesiac, right? He didn't know he was a clone. It's revealed, he figures out, and he gets his memories back. He's a clone, and he helps these droids escape, but leaving himself in the process. And we don't know what happens to him, because we never see him again in the Clone Wars. Well, for him being in here, it's revealed he escaped, he got away, and he was alright. But somewhere between then and Rebels, Gregor just lost his freaking mind. Gregor is insane. He is crazy. And it's kind of funny to watch. And I'm glad they brought Gregor back. I wish a couple clones I would have liked was Boyle. I wish they would have brought Boyle back. If you don't know, there's an episode in the Clone Wars featuring 2 clone troopers, Waxer and Boyle, and they develop a relationship with a little girl that they save. And later on in the series, Waxer dies. He gets shot because of General Krell. But I really would have liked to see Boyle. I would have liked to see Echo. Echo would have been really cool to see. I would say Fives as well, but Fives, as we all know, kicked the bucket in the Clone Wars. But Echo would have been really cool to see. So I think that means Echo did commit Order 66, sadly. But Gregor, Wolf, and Rex refused to commit Order 66, and that's a big thing. Even though they did not commit this, Kanan does not trust them. And that's a big thing in this episode. Kanan cannot trust them, but everybody around him, Ezra and Ahsoka, have been telling him, you have to trust them. And I like how they're introducing the clones into the series. And another thing was the clones were like, they asked the clones to come with them, and Rex was like, we're too old, that time has passed for us. And he goes, knowing how the war turned out, Palpatine was really just manipulating everybody. Why did all those people die for? What did they die for? And Ezra says, I guess they died fighting for what they thought was right. And so the end of this episode, it's preparing for the Empire. Their ship's messed up. They can't escape. They're going to be in a head-on fight with the Empire soon. And I think this is where the clones are going to be like, they're going to get back into it. And they're going to knock some people out. They're gonna fight some stormtroopers, and I can't wait. I think clone troopers are vastly superior to stormtroopers, and I think even in the early age, that Wolf, Gregor, and Rex are going to tear the stormtroopers apart, and it's gonna be freaking awesome. But yeah, this episode was a very good episode all around. We didn't see a lot of Ahsoka. We didn't see a lot of Hera. It mainly focused on the clones and Kanan and Ezra. A very good episode. A very good episode for not having Rebels in so long. I don't know why they did like a season 1 kind of 2-episode premiere and then waited like I think it was 6 months before releasing that entire season. I don't understand. I really don't. But it's whatever. It's a good episode back. I would say this is a really good episode. It's nice to see. It's nice to have new characters. Like that's what I like about Rebels. We have new characters. But at the same time, they throw in characters you know and love. Like we've had C-3PO, R2-D2, we've had Lando, Obi-Wan in hologram form, and now we've got the clones. Who knows who's next? Maybe we'll get to see Obi-Wan in real form. I'm hoping Obi-Wan shows up this season. I love James Arnold Taylor's portrayal of Obi-Wan. I love the voice. I love everything that James Arnold Taylor brings to the plate as Obi-Wan. And even if it's just a 1-episode thing, I would love to see something with Obi-Wan. So who knows what they're going to bring in the future. We have this cast of new characters, but I like how they mix it in with characters we already know and love. And I like the backstories of each character. Obviously, Kanan, distrust in the clones is going to last a while, and we're going to see if he can ever turn that around. So who knows what's going to happen next in the next episode of Rebels. We do know for sure, though, that the Empire is coming, and they're going to fight head-on with these Rebels and the clones, and it's going to be awesome. So thank you guys for watching this review. If you liked it, like the video, post a comment down below. Tell me what you thought of the episode. I thought it was very good, and I'll see you guys in the next one.